Hello everyone, welcome to Learn English with Dr. DK. So, today we are not going to practice any reading or grammar skills or anything else, but today I want to talk about some of the questions students pose sometimes in the comment section, and it's hard to answer some of the questions in one or two sentences. So I thought, why not to just answer the questions here? And two questions were actually interrelated with each other. So that's the reason I decided to make today's video about your questions, and we will talk about it. But I want to share those questions with you, and then I will talk about it. Okay, so I'm going to share the PowerPoint, and let's see the question. So the first question is from one of the student. He says, "Ma'am, sometimes what happens with me, we use the sentences like people doesn't know, he don't know about by mistake, but after using it, I realize that I spoke wrong. I feel very bad that time, so tell me how to come out of this problem. And sometimes I do silly mistakes, like we make sentence, for example, how many times by mistake. Although I know how to make sentences, I do make mistake." Okay, so he has a kind of like a not happy faces, right? Another question is from one of my other English language learner, and the question is, "मैम एक वीडियो बनाओ जिसमें लोगों को हैप्पी रह सकें, उसके बारे में बताओ." राइट, क्योंकि आजकल के समय में लोग डिप्रेशन में जा रहे हैं. जिसके पास सब कुछ है वो भी दुखी है, जिसके पास कुछ नहीं है वो भी दुखी है. हैप्पी कैसे रहें, ये वीडियो बनाओ. सो अगर आप देखो तो ये दोनों ही जो क्वेश्चंस हैं वो बिल्कुल एक दूसरे के साथ मैच कर रहे हैं, राइट? क्योंकि उसमें भी डिसअपॉइंटमेंट है और उसमें भी डिसअपॉइंटमेंट ही है. सो ये जो वीडियो है इसमें मैं बहुत सारी इंग्लिश का यूज़ नहीं करूँगी, बिकॉज क्वेश्चन एक हिंदी में भी है. तो देखो, पहली जो बात है कि इंग्लिश की मिस्टेक्स की, तो वी ऑल मेक मिस्टेक्स. इट्स नॉट अबाउट इंग्लिश स्किल्स के बारे में, बट even in our life, right? If you think about it, no one is perfect. Just keep in mind, no one is perfect. We all are human beings and we all make mistakes. Now, like when I talk about language learning or you're learning any skills, you improve your skills by making mistakes. Now, when I say this, don't try to understand it that it means that you are practicing, you are trying, right? So if someone is not trying, that person will not make mistakes, right? So ये चीज़ एक अपने प्लीज़ दिमाग में रखो, क्योंकि मिस्टेक हर कोई करता. आपको क्या लगता है जो नेटिव इंग्लिश स्पीकर्स हैं वो कोई मिस्टेक नहीं करते? बिल्कुल करते हैं, वो भी सबसे होती हैं मिस्टेक्स. ओके, सो अब जो दूसरा क्वेश्चन है कि लोग डिप्रेशन में जा रहे हैं, स्ट्रेस बहुत है, जिसके पास है वो भी दुखी है, जिसके पास नहीं है वो भी दुखी है. तो आप ये एग्जाम्पल जो पहले क्वेश्चन से ही ले लो कि अगर किसी को इंग्लिश बिल्कुल नहीं आती वो भी दुखी है, राइट? कि हाउ आई कैन बिकम फ्लुएंट, आई वांट टू learn English, my English skills are very low, this and that, then they are stressed out too. But someone who has strong skills and rarely make mistakes, or it's okay to make mistakes, that person is also not happy, right? So that's what it is. It's all about how we think, right? And I always say, please, because what brings anxiety and stress? किससे होता है वो? When you are so much worried about external pressure. अब external pressure क्या है? Social pressure, right? लोगों के बारे में जो आपकी हर टाइम यही सोच रहती है, वो मेरे बारे में क्या सोचेगा, वो मेरे बारे में क्या सोचेगा. That is the problem. That is the biggest reason कि people are under stress. बहुत ज़्यादा डिप्रेशन, स्ट्रेस यही है कि नेगेटिविटी बहुत है आउटसाइड. अब अगर अदरवाइज देखो तो सोशली जो हमारा लाइफ में हो रहा है, राइट? फॉर एग्जांपल अब जैसे वॉर्स हैं, सो मच क्राइम्स हैं, इनसिक्योरिटी है, हर तरह की. इट्स नॉट ओनली पॉलिटिकल सिस्टम्स क्या हैं कंट्री में या वर्ल्ड वाइड हैं, तो एवरी वन इज देयर इज सो मच स्ट्रेस, राइट? तो अब जो क्वेश्चन है कि जिसके पास है वो भी स्ट्रेस में है, जिसके पास नहीं है वो भी स्ट्रेस में है. व्हाई? बिकॉज पीपल हैव अनलिमिटेड डिजायर्स. डिजायर्स अगर आप देख लो तो डिज़ायर्स को देखो तो अब मैं एक एग्जांपल अगर दे दूँ, इंडिया में ही फॉर एग्जांपल अंबानी एंड अंडानीज़ की, उनके पास क्या नहीं है? आर दे हैप्पी? आर दे सेटिस्फाइड व्हाट दे हैव? आई डोंट थिंक सो दे आर, राइट? बिकॉज देयर इज नो एंड फॉर डिज़ायर्स. डिज़ायर्स की कोई एंड है नहीं. बट व्हेन यू आर थैंकफुल, when you are great, you have that gratitude and you are thankful for whatever you have, and you look down in the sense कि आप अगर अपने नीचे के लोगों को देखते हो कि कितने लोग हैं जो आपसे नीचे हैं, एजुकेशन वाइज भी हो सकते हैं, लुक वाइज हो सकते हैं, राइट? अपीयरेंस वाइज हो सकते हैं, मनी वाइज हो सकते हैं, हेल्थ वाइज हो सकते हैं, बहुत सारे ही रीजंस आ जाते हैं उसमें, राइट? बट व्हेन यू look down, when you look other people who are less fortunate than you are, then you will be happy. Believe it or not, you will be happy. But when you look up all the time and you have all those desires, and then your desires are not ending, there is no full stop, then you will be under depression, you will be stressful and depressed. वो एक बहुत बड़ा रीजन है. Okay, so let me see who is here. Hi Shella and Singla, good to see you guys. So today's topic is about there were two questions from my students and I am talking on that topic. The one is about making mistakes in English and feeling very guilty and bad about it, and the other is that people are even if they have everything, they are also going in depression, and some people don't have, not very fortunate, they are also going in depression. So that's what we are talking about, that why it happens. And because we are so much worried about outside, right? हम बहुत कुछ बाहर की तरफ देखते हैं कि बाहर क्या हो रहा है, हमारे आसपास क्या हो रहा है, वो सबसे बड़ा जो डिप्रेशन का रीजन है. बट व्हेन वी स्टार्ट लुकिंग इनसाइड मीन्स to search in your soul, do the self realization, who you are, why you are here, what's your purpose in life, not just professionally, not just making money. No, there are so many other reasons you are here, right? So you need to develop your soul, not just developing your English language skills or your profession outside, that you are an engineer or a doctor or a very excellent businessman. No, that's not permanent. That is not permanent. But something you have within you within your soul, that is permanent. Because I don't know about your religions or stuff like that, but I'm talking about scientifically. Now it's a scientifically proven that the soul never dies, right? Soul always, it's immortal. और जो भी आप सीखते हो, आप अपनी लाइफ का एक्सपीरियंस, इट यू गोना कैरी इट. Okay, I know there are many people, they don't believe in reincarnation, right? कि हम दोबारा आते हैं या नहीं, वो एक, but yes, it's a scientifically proven, and that's what it is. You need to work on your inner development. So I'm not talking about your past life or future life, because we didn't remember our past, and we don't know what's gonna be, if we will come back on this planet, and what's gonna be our next life. I'm not talking about that at all right now, but I'm just talking about whatever we have in this life, what we know at this moment. That's what we need to work on. And what is the things which makes you happy, right? Meditation has nothing to do with any religion, guys. It's not about, even if you are atheist, that means you don't believe in any god, even then you can sit and have some silence moment when you are just cut off from the outer world, and just be within, be yourself, think about all the negativity you have. You need to रिफ्लेक्ट ऑन योर लाइफ, कि आपकी लाइफ में क्या हो रहा है, क्या अच्छा है. ट्राई टू गैदर ऑल द गुड थिंग्स इन योर लाइफ. राइट डाउन क्या है आपकी लाइफ में अच्छी चीज़ें, लिख के देखो एक बार, बहुत सारी हैं. सबसे पहले तो है कि आपके बॉडी पार्ट्स कंप्लीट हैं, अगर हैं, राइट, सारे, अगर थिंक अबाउट इट, राइट. लाइक I can tell you, like my eldest sister, सबसे घर में मेरी जो बड़ी सिस्टर है, she is deaf, right, and mute by birth. बोल नहीं सकती वो, ना उसको कुछ सुनता है, right? Born in the same family, but कितनी किस्मत कितनी डिफरेंट है, कितनी सब कुछ कितना डिफरेंट है, राइट? तो अगर मैं उस तरीके से सोचूं तो आई फील आई एम सो फॉर्चुनेट, राइट? उसकी सिस्टर हूँ मैं बोल सकती हूँ, मैं सुन सकती हूँ, राइट? सो वो कितना बड़ा एक मेरे लिए तो गिफ्ट है, वो बहुत बड़ा गिफ्ट है वो, राइट? सो उस तरीके से सोचो कि आपके पास कितनी चीज़ें पॉजिटिव हैं. मनी की बात तो बाद की है, आपका स्टेटस क्या है वो सब कुछ बाद की बात है. पहले तो यही देखो कि आपकी हेल्थ में सब कुछ है, आपके पास क्या है, कमी क्या है. उसके बाद देखो आपकी फैमिली, देखो घर में पेरेंट्स हैं, ब्रदर्स सिस्टर्स हैं, क्या क्या चीज़ें हैं आपके पास. क्योंकि जब आप काउंट करते हो तो देन यू फील कि यस, आई एम फॉर्चुनेट, आई हैव दिस, आई हैव दिस, आई हैव दिस. बट अगर आप यही काउंट करो कि मेरा ये काम नहीं हो रहा, मेरी स्पेलिंग की मिस्टेक्स ही हो रही हैं, उसका ही इतना स्ट्रेस हो रहा है, तो कहाँ से हैप्पीनेस आएगी. देखो ये देखो कहाँ से आएगी हैप्पीनेस, राइट? दूसरी चीज़ है कि कीप योर सेल्फ बिजी, यू नो. इफ कीप योर सेल्फ बिजी इन द सेंस के कोई भी चीज़ ये नहीं है, अब आपके पास अगर कोई कहो कि मेरे पास तो जॉब नहीं है, मैं कैसे अपने आप को बिजी रखूं, राइट? किसी का ये भी हो सकता है, मैं तो हाउस वाइफ हूँ, घर में ही रहती हूँ, खाना बना लिया, ये कर लिया, वो कर लिया, मैं कैसे अपने आप को. ऐसा नहीं होता. बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं, हर इंसान में कुछ ना कुछ कैलिबर है. यू जस्ट नीड टू टैप ऑन इट, कि उसको आइडेंटिफाई करना है कि क्या है, और जिससे कि किसी की हेल्प कर सको अगर हो सके तो, राइट? कोई यू नो. एंड सबसे बड़ी चीज़ है कि स्माइल, जो स्माइल है या लैफ है, उसकी तो कोई पैसे नहीं लगते उसके, वो फ्री है, राइट? सो कीप स्माइलिंग एंड स्टे हैप्पी, यू नो. हंसो, खुश रहने की कोशिश करो, बजाय इसके कि किसी से जेलसी करते रहो, हाय उसके पास ये है मेरे पास नहीं है. तो अब ये सोचो कि अच्छा ये अब इसका जो है ये मैं इसका नुकसान कैसे करूँ किसी ना किसी तरह, ताकि जो इसके पास है वो रहे ना. I mean, I'm not talking you are like that, but there are people out there. That's what they do. That's what it is. जो कितने जो क्राइम होते हैं या जो भी नेगेटिविटी है, जो लोग people rob each other in so many different ways. That's what it is. कि आप किसी को नुकसान पहुंचाने की कोशिश करते हो, राइट? तो अगर आप सोचते हो कि मैं उसका बुरा कर सकूं तो you're not gonna stay happy too, right? क्योंकि किसी को दुखी करके आप खुश नहीं रह सकते, ये पक्की बात. उससे क्या है, दूसरे का पता नहीं कितना नुकसान होगा, आपका ज्यादा होगा, because you are spending so much energy and all that energy is a negative energy, not positive energy, right? So why not we can shun that negativity and try to welcome the positivity in our life, right? कोशिश करो. वो कैसे है? Practice the gratitude. Help others. बहुत खुशी मिलती है किसी की हेल्प करके. Believe me, help doesn't mean कि आपको किसी की मनी के साथ ही हेल्प करनी है. No, it's not always like that. कि पैसे ही हैं आपके पास तो किसी को पैसे दे दो तो वही हेल्प है, या किसी को खाना खिला दो तो वही हेल्प है. नहीं, आप किसी के साथ 5 मिनट बैठ के किसी की बात भी सुन लो ना, तो वो भी हेल्प है. It's true, because here I know there are people, they go to old age homes just to sit there with old people and listen to them, because they have so much to talk. They want to talk about their life. They repeat the same things again and again, because that's what it is. That's what the old age is. And no one wants to listen to them. And there are people, they do the volunteer work. They just go there and sit with them and listen to them. And you have no idea how happy those old people feel when they see that someone is listening to them. तो उसमें आपके कितने पैसे लगे? कुछ नहीं लगा आपका. You are just there. Yes, आपने टाइम अपना दिया कहीं, बट उससे आपको जो हैप्पीनेस मिलेगी ना, वो आप एक्सपीरियंस करो तो देखना कितनी हैप्पीनेस मिलती है किसी की हेल्प करके. बहुत हैप्पीनेस मिलती है. एंड इफ आई एम टेलिंग यू बेस्ड ऑन माई एक्सपीरियंस, कोशिश करो, एंड देन क्या है कि yes, keep yourself healthy. Try to eat healthy. When I say healthy, I'm not saying eat dry fruits and this or that. No, even if you are eating simple food, don't overeat, because overeating is also not good, right? So and try to change your mood. अगर कहीं situations हैं, you are in, I mean, we are humans, we are living in families, we have all kind of stresses in our life. If you are a mother, if you are a father, you have so many other stresses about your children. If your children are little, then you have stress about their future, about their schools, right? When they grow up, then you have a stress about their jobs, about their life, about their, there are so many things in life. You cannot run away from it. That's the reality. But you have to learn how to manage that by living in the family and living away from the family. I don't know if you understand that, but that means do not get too much involved even in your children's life too. Let them grow. मैंने देखा है इंडिया में खास करके बहुत कंट्रोल है पेरेंट्स का बच्चों के ऊपर, बहुत ज़्यादा कंट्रोल है. Their children cannot, I'm not saying all of them, please don't take me wrong, but cultural wise, बहुत control है. Kids they don't have their own free mind. They don't have it because their parents are deciding everything for them. Their parents gonna decide which school they will go. Their parents gonna decide which degree they gonna get it when they will be in college, क्या बनना है उनको, फिर then their parents will decide कि उन्होंने किससे शादी करनी है, किस खानदान में जाना है. I mean, so much. These are just a few examples. बहुत stress है. Then competition. You don't need to go outside and compete with others. You have so much competition at home with your own brothers and sisters. Your parents gonna keep telling you, oh, your sister is getting these many marks, or your sister is doing this and you are not doing this, or comparison. घर में ही इतना comparison है. When you have so much comparison at home also, your parents are doing it, right? And how are you going to gain the confidence and be outside and have a good confidence and be around the outside in the real world, right? जहाँ पे कि all सारे ही critics हैं. तो अगर घर में positivity मिलेगी, घर में आपको push मिलेगी, घर में आपको support मिलेगी, you're going to build your confidence, right? Then when you have a support system at home, you can go out with confidence, right? So agar aap parent ho, please, I'm telling you, if you are a parent, I understand we all love our children. I have children too. I love them, of course, right? But don't try to control their life. Be a guide, be their friend, guide them. Okay, yes, this is, if you're going to do this, this will be, the results of the outcome will be this. If you're going to do this based on my experience, I think the outcome's going to be like this. Now, choice is yours. It's your choice, because at the end of the day, it's your life. It's not my life. And I am not going to stay with you forever, right? You have to make your life. But when we are deciding everything, then is the problem, right? So, and if you are already in that situation and you cannot change your parents, you cannot change, I am with you, because वो बहुत सारी चीजें हैं जो हम change नहीं कर सकते. तो हम जब अपना environment है उसको change नहीं कर सकते, that means we don't have that capacity or we don't have that kind of control, right? कि हम change कर सकें अपने आसपास का जो हमारा atmosphere है. तो then what we need to do? Then we need to work on ourselves. फिर हम अपने आप को change करें. अब फिर अपने आप को हम कैसे change करते हैं? That you can change with more self-realization. Meditate, think about your life, think your purpose, right? Ignore the bullies. Ignore. Even if your parents, your brothers, sisters are bullying you, ignore them. Ignore them. I'm telling you, just ignore them. Like that. Why? Because that is the good way to stay positive. Otherwise, you're gonna be more negative, right? So yeah, listen. If you think their advice is very valuable, you should listen to them. Of course, I'm not saying don't listen to them. No, that's not my point. My point is, do not take stress. Do not take stress, because if we think from their point of view, they are also doing the right things for you. Maybe their experiences are less than you. Maybe you think you are right, they think they are right, and there is a clash, right? That's the time when you need to reflect, and then you can come up. There are so many ways to talk, right? You can have some kind of evidence, in other words, कि देखो अगर मैं ये करूँगी तो ये होगा, अगर मैं ये करूँगा तो ये आउटकम है, कुछ कोई एविडेंस हो आपके पास, राइट? बाकी रही बात कि डिप्रेशन है, पैसा है तो भी डिप्रेशन है, नहीं है पैसा तो भी डिप्रेशन है, तो वो तो सिर्फ यही है कि डिज़ायर्स की कोई लिमिट नहीं है. दैट इज़ द रीज़न. If you have control on your desires, then you can stay happy. Okay? And that can happen only with practice. That can happen only with practice. You need to practice every day. Try to, even when you go to bed at night, you don't have time, maybe your life is very busy, sit for a few minutes if you can, 5-10 minutes quietly, reflect and think about all the negativity that occurred or happened in all day, right? And release it. Release it. And believe me, sometimes it's okay to cry also. If you want to cry, cry. Because the tears actually remove a lot of stress. रोना भी अच्छी चीज है, ये नहीं है कि अगर आपको रोना आए तो रोज जरूर रोना चाहिए, मेरे हिसाब से, क्योंकि उससे क्या है, you feel relaxed after that. Okay. I don't know what I'm telling you. I'm just telling you based on my personal experience. I'm not talking from कि उसने ये कहा, उसने ये कहा. I'm just thinking about my life, right? Throughout my life, what are the things happened in my life, how I came out of all those things, and how I'm keeping myself happy, how I am staying away from the stress. Now, for example, right now, you will not believe it, I am not listening Russia and Ukraine war news all the time. I don't watch TV a lot. First of all, I don't listen all day like news, because if and I know इंडिया में जो कई चैनल आज तक, टाइम्स, ये वो सारा दिन वो रिपीटिंग द सेम न्यूज़ ऑल डे राइट. तो अगर आप सारा दिन ऐसे ही न्यूज़ सुनोगे नेगेटिविटी की, तो दिमाग कहाँ जाएगा, नेगेटिव ही होगा ना. सो जस्ट स्टे अवे फ्रॉम टीवी ऑल्सो, और यूट्यूब जो जहाँ पे ज़्यादा नेगेटिविटी जो है उसको अवॉइड करो, वॉच करना. हाँ, मैं ये नहीं कहती कि न्यूज़ के बारे में आपको पता नहीं होना चाहिए, दुनिया में क्या चल रहा है, यू नीड टू नो, आपकी सिटी में क्या हो रहा है, यू नीड टू नो, बट नॉट रेपिटेशन कि सारा दिन वही देखते रहो, बार बार देखते रहो उसको, है ना. तो उससे क्या होता है, डिप्रेशन होता है. एंड आई नो दिस, एंड दैट्स द रीज़न आई डोंट वॉच न्यूज़ अ लॉट. I watch sometime, just briefly. I just briefly watch the news. Yeah, it's good, Stella, if you don't listen news to. I'm not saying don't listen news at all, right? Because you're living in this world, in the society, you need to know, right? But sara din, because that's all is outside, right? And the more you are involved with the outer world, the more depressed you're going to be. But when you are within, the more happy you're going to be. Okay? And stop listening other people's negativity too. Just go, in other words, backbiting. Avoid it. I mean, we are human. I understand that. We like to listen sometimes, gossip, right? But the less gossip you're going to listen, the less stress you're going to have, because sometimes we unnecessarily take other people's stress. We are so much worried about other people. We are not worried about ourselves. We are not worried about our health. We are not worried about our mental health or physical health. But we are worried so much about other people. कि बाहर क्या चल रहा है, उसकी लाइफ में क्या हो रहा, उसकी लाइफ में क्या हो रहा, उसकी लाइफ में. Why? Let that happen. Right? Yeah, we are social. Having a little bit information is fine. But spending so much time on that stuff is not healthy for us. Right? So try to avoid it. Avoid it. Okay? जितना हो सके अवॉइड करो. बाहर की जो है चीज़ों को अवॉइड करो, and think more about yourself. How you can improve yourself, how you can change yourself, how you can avoid all that negativity that is surrounded, right? That is around you, which you cannot run away from. How you gonna cope with that? That is more important for you. right? And that's what you need to work on when you are more reflecting. Reflection अपना करते हो, so you will be more happy. Try it, and always try to send the positive messages to your brain. Okay, you can do it. It's okay to make mistakes because we learn by making mistakes. You should have your growth mindset, not a limited mindset कि मैं ये नहीं कर सकता, मैं वो नहीं कर सकता, राइट? मैं अच्छी इंग्लिश नहीं बोल सकता, मेरे से होगा ही नहीं, वो कितनी अच्छी इंग्लिश बोलता है, आई कैन नॉट डू इट, उसके पास ये है, मेरे पास नहीं है. सो द मोर यू गोना बी आउटसाइड, अब लोग क्या कहेंगे, मेरे पास ये नहीं है तो ये कैसे होगा. आई मीन, वी आर सो मच आउटसाइड. प्लीज ट्राई टू live more with you. Try to talk to yourself more than you talk to the outer world. That's gonna make you happy, believe me. And positive talk, good talk, healthy talk to yourself. How I'm gonna improve myself. I am from Mumbai, I also keep away. Yeah, right. So what do you think, Shella? Do you think it helps you? Yes, staying, and especially if you are living in metro cities, very fast life, right? Yes. Now I'm going to give you a very recent example, guys. I'm telling you. Recently, there was one of my coworker came to me and talked about another coworker because they work together. And I was like, okay, you talk to me, it's fine. I suggested her that you need to talk to that person directly because that is between you and that person, right? Okay. Next day, came back again, another story, because they work together every day. I felt very bad because I was not in mood to listen that. I was like, oh my goodness, I just listened her one day and now she started coming to me. It's going to tell me this story every day, what's happening in between two of them. And I was so uneasy. I'm telling you, this happened recently, few weeks ago. And then I was like, I don't know how to approach her, how to tell her that please, I am not interested to listen that because I don't want to take that negativity. But then I was like, I think I need to talk because if I'm not talking, I am taking that negativity because that was all negative stuff about that person. And I had a good relationship with that person too. And even if I don't have, and I always say, if I have a problem with someone, it's better I'm going to talk directly to that person instead of I'm going and talking to other people about that person. Because the issue is between me and another person, right? And no one's going to solve that problem. Only two of us can solve the problem because the issue is between us. So I went to her and actually I was kind of like a little bit ignoring her, frankly, because I didn't want to entertain her. But then I felt bad that no, that's not my character to ignore someone like that. So I was like, it's better to talk to her. So I one day I just, she was alone in her room and I was like, may I talk to you for a minute? She said, yeah, sure. I was like, you know what? I really respect it that you shared your, problem with me. And whatever you shared with me, it's going to stay with me. That's the way I am. But I don't like to listen what is happening with you and her on daily basis. I hope you don't mind, but I think this problem is between you, and it's better if you can talk to her and then solve that problem because you're going to work together. Right? You are working in the same place. You cannot, this is a job, right? And please don't mind. But I feel when you talk to me, I feel so much negativity and I don't want, it makes me very uneasy and I don't want it. And she said, no, I understand. I said, thank you so much. And I have a very good relationship with you and I want to maintain that. And we are equal. So I was not avoiding you, but I just didn't want to listen it. So that was the reason I was just kind of like, but otherwise I don't have any issue with you. So now she knows that I'm not interested to listen that on that particular topic. But yeah, I have a good relation. So you can do that too. I don't think so the other person gonna get offended. Just tell them that you don't feel comfortable with that, right? Because when you listen negativity, other people's negativity, you also become negative sometimes, a lot. So again, the bottom line is, अगर सब चीज़ों को इकट्ठा करो तो यही है कि जितना आप बाहर की दुनिया के बारे में सोचोगे, लोगों के बारे में सोचोगे, उतने आप दुखी रहोगे और डिप्रेस्ड रहोगे। यही है, जितना आप अपने बारे में सोचोगे, अपने जो भी आपके पास स्ट्रेंथ्स हैं उनके बारे में प्राउड फील करोगे, जो आपकी वीकनेसेस हैं उनके ऊपर वर्क करोगे और उनको इम्प्रूव करोगे, जो आप में कोई नेगेटिव पॉइंट्स हैं उनके ऊपर वर्क करोगे, उनको इम्प्रूव करोगे, तो यू विल ऑलवेज स्टे हैप्पी. There is no reason to go in depression. I'm telling you, life is not easy. Don't think I'm sitting in America and living a good life and life is easy. No, there are so many challenges in every person's life, but we need to learn how to face those challenges gracefully and live happy, positive life by doing something for others, making the difference in other people's life. There are so many ways, and one way is even to listen to the old people. Okay, but not चुगलियां वाले वो काम नहीं सुनने की बात कर रही मैं आपसे कि उसकी बात उसकी सुन लो, उसकी बात उससे सुन लो सारा दिन, फिर वो not like that. Okay, अगर हाँ कोई पॉजिटिव कोई किसी को आप सजेशन दे सकते हो, अच्छी कोई सजेशन किसी की लाइफ के बारे में, अगर किसी ने मांगी है तो फ्री की नहीं, फ्री की एडवाइस मत दो. ओके, हाय शारमीन. ओके, सो आई होप आई आंसर योर क्वेश्चंस. सो मिस्टेक्स हर एक से होती हैं, चाहे वो लैंग्वेज लर्निंग है, कुछ भी है. सो डोंट वरी अबाउट मिस्टेक्स. ओके, we are just human beings, and if someone is making fun of your mistake, let them do. Shun them. Shun them means, hey, I have a growth mindset and I am very positive, and don't try to what? Don't try to put negativity in my brain, because I'm not accepting it. It's coming back to you. वो आपने रामायण नहीं देखी, उसमें वो जो क्या कहते हैं राम वान ये वान जो भी होते हैं, अब मुझे नाम नहीं आते उनके, तो वॉर में वो कहते हैं वो आपस में टकराते हैं ना, तो फिर एक पीछे चला जाता है कोई कभी उसका भी. सो दैट्स व्हाट इट इज. थिंक अबाउट दैट in our outer environment, right? तो ईथर में आप जो सेंड करते हो वो एक्सेप्ट भी करते हो. Okay, so if you are sending negativity, you are receiving negativity. If you are sending positivity, you will be receiving positivity. So try to send the positivity and receive the positivity and stay happy. You don't need to be depressed. जो भी आपके पास है वो आपकी किस्मत का है, और मेहनत कीजिए, सब कुछ मिलता है. मनी ही एवरीथिंग नहीं है लाइफ में, और भी बहुत कुछ है लाइफ में. ओके, सो हैप्पीनेस सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट है. आई डोंट नो इफ यू वॉच दैट मूवी और रेड द बुक बी हैप्पी. दैट्स अ डॉक्यूमेंट्री, एंड यू नो हु आर द हैप्पीएस्ट पीपल? मछुआरे, फिशरमैन, because they do the fishing and then they, at night they dance, enjoy their life, not worried about whole world, and they live close to the water, because actually water gives you more peace, and that's why they are the happiest people. So what do you think? They are very rich, extraordinary? Not like that, right? But they are content, they are happy with their life. Okay, so I hope you all will listen, follow, practice it, because this is something you need to practice every day, on daily basis, all the time. That's what I do. Okay? And that's why here I am, because I want to make the difference in students' life. Whatever I have, I want to share it. Right? So I have to leave now, and I'm going to see you tomorrow at this time, and we're going to continue reading. Okay? Hi, Charmaine. Good to see you. Okay, everyone. Bye. See you tomorrow. Okay?